We want you to put your strength together with us, and we want to fight together. We want to hold hands together. We want to fight and we want to resist oppressors together. This is what we need. It is not about division at all. It is not about bringing anybody down. It is not about pulling any Akan kingdom or any Akan existence down. It is about building ourselves together. But else, give respect to anyone whom respect are due to. This is all we need. This Gafoni B have a different perspective of thinking. Some of them, I repeat, some of them have a different perspective of thinking, which is totally different of how I can foye threat to them, of how they feel inferior. Say it is Asante doing and sabotaging, antagonistic, and also diminishing their customs and culture. So it seems that they are in competition with the Akans, especially the Asantes. It seems that they feel threats. It feels that they feel that they are losing their livelihood because of the Akans, especially Asante. This is the thought of many of whom are called Ga people. So all the time, the least opportunity they have, they will collaborate with the enemy and fight against any Akan person. But now, if that is the case, then don't you think, say, most of you Akan people, you are worthless, excuse my language, and you are being stupid, also excuse my language. Why? As I was saying, Ibo Niaba Ghana. Now we call all of us Ghanaians. What can need to hot 24 hours using your streams, your time, your strength, your wisdom, your knowledge, your skills, using it to advocate and also trying to protect future war and a future crisis. And this is why you are wasting all your time trying to explain yourself, advocate and express your opinion for other people to understand your reasons. Yet, the same people from Ghana are being connected and cooperated with these so-called people whom you are wasting all your time trying to protect future crisis. Say, we will team up with you. Because the Igbo people are part of us and we will fight against the Akans. So what do you have to think? What you have to think as an Akan man, you can express your opinion with the Igbo issues. But you also have to work in your own house, build your own walls, team your own people, love your own people. So in terms of crisis, you can also have your own people to support you. Because now, they are planning to be majority. And it was say, Igbo is 30 million population in Nigeria. So if we get people, we are family with them, we are the Ilubes and they are the Igbos. So if you enable them to come in, even 12 million of them, we will be more than the Akans. This is your mind. And do you know why the politicians are not doing anything? No politicians will do nothing. Tiama Denchi. Asante, he knows that Onimsa. And if I see people projecting Asante like they have never seen a hero before, Namehun said they are not being reasonable. Unless they want to tell me so much Musika. And I said they are trying to have position if in case of me bibina Asante etim be somebody in Ghana. What are my reasons? Even if say Asante Yaliga what the position of Dormaahene Mahama, still he couldn't do nothing until me. He will want to mean that he will never and I he will never make any attempt to even listen to anybody at all. And this are my reasons. Politicians are the same people. And nothing that they be catch Asante for say. If you want to play smart and if you want to be wise, if you want to be ahead of those who are pulling you down, you always have to be reason ahead of their reasons. Do not choose politics because of your tribes, because of your people, because of favoritism, because of some mindset and your having this conception, say, they are our kind, they are together, this is from us, this is us. So keep on doing this. You will stay and stuck in a mud for so many years without you having anyone to relieve you. Because politicians have three faces. A face in opposition. When they are in opposition, they have all wisdom, they have all plans, they have everything they can do, they can say to you to feel say we are in the same class. They understood our pains, they understood our worries, our struggles, they understood everything's going on. And that's the phase when they are in oppositions. They can hear a cry of the needy or the vulnerable, of the poor, of the people, of the homeless when they are in opposition. And these are one of the faces. Another face is election time. They have a sweet mouth coming down on your level, eating banku on the street with you, greeting a mad person, hugging a dirty crude person, and making you think, say, they are too humble, they are too cherished, they are too much kind. And this is another face of them. And the third face, which is their rare face, when they gain power, they entirely put a level. They have bodyguards, they have securities, they have access to everything. They have power to control. They do not have friends again. When you want to speak to them, you have to call their deputy, their secretary, their receptionist, and they are not there for you. When they get to that top there, you have to call them boss because they are not on your limits. They forget about the road, about the economy, about the homeless, about the needy, about the disability. They forget about all these things. They begin to remember about lotteries, importing cars in the country, selling it to the MPs, giving ex gratia, bonuses, fighting over bonuses. We have not received our bonuses, so we boycott parliament. And this is their rare faces. So why did you waste your time thinking Hghlightng Dormaahene are different? He is not. He is different because now he is in the bottom with you. He is different because now he's struggling with his political party and political career. That is why he is kind. That is why he understood the youth. That is why he have the same reason as the individuals are reason. That is why he's working with you and coming to your life and everything. You people, I always say, if there is anything at all you have to protect, you have to build, you have to make it strong, is being yourself. As me, being an Akan woman and being a proud Asante, and making sure, say, in my dreams, one day, the Akans will come together and be stronger and resist the ideology and the mindset and the conductivity of people having about them what they don't even know. And what one thing now, what better now, we can't talk say Ibonino, and I am pretty moment snagging for us. You can solve all these issues by coming together with the Akan groups, because we have our history that will claim most of the lands in Accra. Yes, we only believe in the customary usages and law, not paper, not documents, not receipts, not names written on the documents. When it comes to our customs, it's based on only usages, our history, our migrations, our norms, our beliefs, the names, and everything that consists of us as Guans and Akans. And this will tell you that those people are who feel they are willing because of you being threat to them. They feel truly inferior for your existence, and you are dominant. So they want to pull your dominance down. You are superior, and they want to collapse your superiority down as an Akan man. I always say, so we are can now going to say, Gafo Bob Papa Asante for. Now what he said, the war star Dakwa, and the Ppl Dormaahene, and some of you my people went to that platform, better dot and money another. And the war Kwame Abraham, Mokosa platform, so team up with these guys against the Asantes, giving them the support, giving them the college. Said, this is what you can do to pull and attack the Akans, attack the Asantes. And you think that we are Asante for? If your evil mind succeed, yes, so Timmy for opposite Timmy wa. Waka wana edawa betrino, and nobody can roughly ho. Nobody can roughly wa. The Akanyina or be ripping it off. If politics can able to conquer the Asante kingdom, I'm telling you, say politics, etimi conquer Asante kingdom in Ghana now. Akans, remember, say, you can't celebrate your festivals. There will be so much law that restrict the way you even do your funerals. There will be so much law that will take your power. Sasaseno, eya, Ohinedian, they will take from you. You will never believe it until they get to that position. But don't worry, it wouldn't get there, because we, the Asante, we are preparing and we are fighting on how we can resist oppressors and we can build the Akan kingdom together. Wa won pen no wa fidim no akoye alatani no akoye nkrani no akoye anwani, nobody cares. And this is what they are planning. And they are using the same Akan people against the Asantes. What do you think is the reason? On see ako issue Togo sere against Togo Fede. On see ako issue any Togo in water region against any Togo in there. Do you know how many chieftaincy crises in those places? When the chieftaincy issue over water, you'll be shocked. Do you know how much chieftaincy issue? Yeah, what in the political water region? But have you seen anybody expressing those issues? Yeah, it leading to so many crisis. Have you seen any of them sat down discussing it? No. Look at the chieftaincy issue in Nga State. Too many of them no. But have you seen any government official, any people exaggerating it and then making people know say omo kama obi who say we na cause na be headlines and I say top of the town? They won't. But when Dormaahene comes out to say something, look at how many the guns, the vote, some of the votarians and stuff like that speculated, including some non-account journalists involving themselves with issues amongst the Akans. Do you know why? It is not because they want to trend. It is not because they want to have viewers. It's because they are happy that Nana Dormaahene constantly attacking Otumfuo, because for them, Otumfuo think he's the holy king. Otumfuo think he's bigger. Otumfuo, the Asantes don't respect anybody. So if you got somebody from the same Akan who will attack the Asante, they become relieved. They said the issues will not go also. No money are J. I don't know my hand for no. And near me, of course, we come the among funny headlines. Joy news near that the among my headlines in the can. But little tiny things about Akans, it goes everywhere. Hey, after my Dormaahene is saying there is no king, and everybody goes here now, including inviting the chieftaincy minister to ask him questions about the authority and power and supremacy of Otumfuo in public television. The non-Akans. You continue digging the holes to pull in Asante down. You are Akan. We don't care what you think. We are stronger because we are united. Milianum. Mama ye minding a certain business of us. It's I said these people, most of these Ga people have a different hatred tricks, hatred analogy, hatred mentality, hatred inferiority complex that is deep down them, that they cannot kill it, they cannot even treat it, they cannot control that kind of feeling. So there is nothing they can do about it. So they are happy to have these Igbos among them, because on their discussion on every media, what they gonna go listen to them, including this our dear sister, the Ga person, have made a video concerning this Igbo. He portrayed himself in the street of Accra, say Igbo king, and this sister was addressing them, say we have to respect the traditions, the culture, and also the mandate of people, and we should not tolerate this nonsense. And his people are under his comment section saying, say, our dear sister, you have to be careful, because when it comes to choose between the Igbos and the Akans, I will choose the Igbos, because the Igbo people will join hands with the Ga and fight against the Akans. Is that your perspective? Yet, obitin bejina bontin kind, I can't form guazo. I can't form what this kind of little ideology, little mind is killing them now. First, pane kasakania, wisdom, integrity, braveness, strong, somebody with authentic understanding. When ya kasakania, mojafra hununti, mojafrania wali hununti ne mawoma hununti. Most of them don't even make sense. Ghana first. Woman Ghana first abosu account for Ghana first. Yes, so we have Western Togoran people striving to extend and distance themselves from the so-called Ghana first you are talking about. And nobody have condemned it, because they have a reason and their history to support it. They have their reasons and they have their history to support the Western Togoland. The Olympia started that ideology, and it is all over their mind, and they are still doing it, and they are doing it, and they actually assume themselves say they are more connected with the people of Togo than people of Ghana, and nobody condemns that. One guy, indeed, even the Kevin Taylor or whatever he called himself, what better social media to make that cremation say the Ewe people are not part of Ghana. They are separate. And besides, we have people. They are also planning to bring the Igbo with them. Yes, the Ga people. When the Igbo come, they are in numbers, so we will become this number to fight against these Akans. And you are busy saying Ghana first. You never say Akan first. You never ever say Akan first, because you hate yourself. The minimum. Say Akan woho and sana Ghana eba. So if there is anything to claim, say a first time, a Akan first. Then you come to Yakuo ye woman Asante first, Akwamu first, Ppl first. Before you even reason to come say Ghana, they are torn your birthright as a people. So I am reminding you, say what to one here between ourselves. Now be no bejo, because Abraham Empire Muna back into your community now with Yemua, a queer pimini ma. O ya queer pimuna tiemua, a chimney ma. O ya chimney napi, what Yemua, Asante ma. O ya Asante now tiemua, Infantini ma. O ya Infantini now tiemua, was sending ma. O ya was sending now tiemua, and Zimeni ma. O ya Zimeni now tiema, a Hanteni ma. O ya Hanteni now tiemua, was a Sarini ma. O ya Sarini now tiemua. Anyi ni ma, oya anyi ni na otiemwa bawole ni ma, oya bawole ni na otiemwa anyefo ma, oya anyi ni na otiemwa bruni ma. Because this is what we are causing for ourselves. Individuality. Individuality. Everybody is fighting for their own wars instead of building and fight together. So I can force him in front to me, can't you say? They are really willing. They are very willing to have the Igbos with them to fight Akans. It is right behind me. So they prefer to have the Igbos. So if you have any solution at all, you don't have any reasons. Stop with saying the Igbo must go. It is not of your business. Because on two fee. Son on patch on 2 fee. So what do you have to do? Huh? There is a lot you can do. Build your own family, build your own walls, build your own people, prepare your own people. Prepare yourselves, because things will never remain the same forever. Send your bear what more. Unye be better on car. Send your bear usua. Unye be hunu. Send a bear won't chill. Unye be better. Send a bear out to Gemma. Unye be you. And yes, a better baby. Hey, me quack to a piapim no better me fee. Fantini Baba to me, what met your more fee, because this is what we have started building ourselves. And you are many adorful. Na ano enanche me sa me twam anope bill nam sa kwato Africa we kwato another Igbo woman na osi ho na wasesa sebi me emu ne dinchia me ede na to nechi na baba we the confidence. Yeah, what do you think he gained that confidence from? Only, but listen.
Jobless Ghanaian youths are coming out online now, dragging Igbo king, insulting Igbo king. She when they see this on a king. I don't want to insult an elderly man or a king because of some of all these jobless Ghanaians that don't have anything to do with their platform or their life. You guys are insulting Igbo king now. Just look at Igbo king very well. Just look at him very well. Observe this man. Go to that on a funeral. Go and check if you will see anybody that you will bring out to come and compete with this man. Look at how clean he is looking. I don't want to insult on our papa or this an elderly man. This man is my father, this man is my grandfather. If I want to start, I will start from him. And so many of you will cry. You guys are dragging Igbo king. Who is your king self? Who is, I don't want to insult person papa. Make una respect on herself. Some of all these jobless Ghanaians, I don't know how.
Let me take this.
You guys should respect on herself. I don't want to hear Igbo king or anything Igbo on her mouth again. If I hear anything Igbo in your mouth again, I go start from this one, papa. And so many of una go.
Okay.
Because I have seen that jobless Ghanaian youths are coming out online now, dragging Igbo king, insulting Igbo king. She when they see this on a king. I don't want to insult an elderly man or a king because of some of all these jobless Ghanaians that don't have anything to do with their platform or their life. You guys are insulting Igbo king now. Just look at Igbo king very well. Just look at him very well. Observe this man. Go to that on a funeral. Go and check if you will see anybody that you will bring out to come and compete with this man. Look at how clean he is looking. I don't want to insult on our papa or this an elderly man. This man is my father, this man is my grandfather. If I want to start, I will start from him. And so many of you will cry. You guys are dragging Igbo king. Who is your king self? Who is, I don't want to insult person papa. Make una respect on herself. Some of all these jobless Ghanaians, I don't know what to do with their life. You guys should respect on herself. I don't want to hear Igbo king or anything Igbo on her mouth again. If I hear anything Igbo in your mouth again, I will start from this one, papa. And so many of una go cry. Because I have seen that some of you lack sense. All of una, or many of una, lack sense. You could insult person where we keep you for you and your generation for house. Feed una, take care of una. Bring out one of your people. that will come out and compete with this my Igbo king. Love na the match. Ghana come. Make una shift and they see road. Look at una king. If I want start, I go start from that in face. Will look like Papa. Some jobless Ghanaians.
Now, this is what I came by this morning when I was passing somebody's program. I went in there and I was participating on the comment section. And after I finished participating, I was rolling down and then I saw this video. And this lady was addressing an issue concerning unproductive youth of Ghana. That you do not even have a job. And since I was born as a Ghanaian, till this age, I have never ever have any background at all that we have any connection and any history concerning any Igbo people as original or natives in Ghana. And then suddenly, these things start coming on and people are spreading it everywhere. And these people are taking as a word cop and they are lamenting on it, attacking the Asantes, attacking the Akans, attacking people. What I found it unusual is that we as Ghanaians have any Igbo as native in our land as Ghana or as Ghanaians before or ever? So what is she talking about? That you people are insulting my Igbo king. In where? Your Igbo king at where? Or do you want to mean say Igbo king in Nigeria? It could be you actually preferring or referring to Igbo king at your village. Because I might not know your village. It might be your village. You are actually referring it to your village Igbo chief. But come to think of it, you are actually showing picture which clearly stated that you are referring to this so-called canal man, self-acclaimed Igbo chief, or whoever he called himself, that is everywhere ranting and lamenting his mind and mouth in Ghanaians affairs. Let me tell you this, no Ghanaian or no Akan man, I wouldn't even prefer to work Ghanaian because I'm tired, can even go to that Nigeria and even exercise that kind of right as even a group leader, a Ghanaian group leader in Nigeria. They will not accept it, they will not allow it, and they can even kill you for this. But here we comes, staying in our own land, that we have sweat, we have fought for with our blood, we have cultivated, we have guided, we have enriched it, we have protected, and we stay in those lands. And then suddenly, nobody is asking Nigerians not to come to Ghana. After all, Ghana is part of ECOWAS. And I don't even have the reason why. I don't understand why we are still part of this ECOWAS. Maybe they know best. I don't know what is going on. So it could be they have their own explanation. Why they have to accept this ECOWAS policies that enable the ECOWAS members to root and enter and out and remain in the country however they want without proper checks. And since this becomes well known for free in our country, our people are dying day in, day out, our people are being executed, murdering on the streets, our children are being kidnapped, disappearing on our streets, children can no longer have that free access to be children anymore in our streets, to pray and pay at night, to enjoy cheche kure and stuff like that anymore. Early people cannot go to church and finish at 8 and come home peacefully. Our children are being trained and are being spoiled and are being brainwashed with how they look at their movies. How women can kill their husbands with juju. How women can kill their husbands with poison. Look at their movies. How women can execute their men and take their properties. Look at their movie they are portraying in our markets. Look at what it is coming in our streets. And children are learning and they are growing up with this vision in their mind. Look at the thing that is going on. Nigerians have the audacity to get involved with our politics. They have audacity to get into our security, our policing and military. They are everywhere. Because that is not my problem to solve. And that is not my issue to badge my head on. I will leave that to the people that rules the country. But here I have a concern as a person who lives and who is a Ghanaian and who is an Akan and who is proud of my lineage and my customs and my traditions and my culture, and as a person who knows really well how we live our lives in our own lands. This is a warning to most of you people out there that thinks or that have a certain understanding that you have the numbers or you have the population, so you can invade in our space, invade in our property, or possess what does not belong to you, or take over what you think or you feel you can do. This is just a mere warning. We are not sending any kind of threats, sending any kind of things to anybody, but we are just saying to you that being kind and challenge your people, challenge your black brothers and sisters is not a crime. Welcoming them and eating together with them, it is not a bad thing to do. It is good to give water to those who are thirsty. It is good to give shelter to those who do not have shelter. It is good to welcome foreigners to your own land and treat them well. That is not a crime. We Africans have grown to understand that this is our attitude, this is our custom, this is our culture. We need to participate and we need to extend to every African we see everywhere in anywhere. But this also shouldn't create another room and another mentality for other people to think that because of this kind of upbringing and culture and traditions we have, they can take advantage of that. It has been centuries we lived with Nigerians cordially, without no issue, without no concerns. We live with them, we school with them, we eat with them, we mingle with them, we actually mimic with them. It has been a long time we have this kind of bond with them. And most of them are really good and have discipline. But some of them too, as far as I can actually connect now, some Igbos, some of them have been a ton and has been like they are playing a certain kind of vision, or they are being ambitious because of people understanding and custom of how they brought up. I wouldn't include all Nigerians, and I wouldn't include everyone, even not including all Igbos. But I just want to tell a certain of them, and some of them, that you might have your own reason to express your opinions. You might have your own concern to turn your camera on to do your own life and express what you feel is right for your own thinking. But what we want you to understand, you cannot and can never ever involve our personality, our identity, our customs, our kings, and our queen mothers. That is totally out of bound. If you go to that limit, that means you are inviting all of us to get engaged with this kind of extension of hatred, extension of disregarding each other, and whatever you assume that you respect can be also dragged into the mud. No one, absolutely no one, is depriving Nigerians to participate their rights in Ghana. I have never ever made any statement or my entire human being as a Asante even said to anyone or any of my family members that Nigerians must go. I have never uttered such word before, because I believe in the human existence, the global village, the dynamic holistical movement, the locomotion of people that makes us who we are. But what you cannot permit me to do in your own land, do you think it is fair to do in my land? What you cannot allow me to take from your own land, and you think it's appropriate for you to take from my land. What you cannot enable me to possess in your land, and you think you can easily possess from my land. What you will not be happy that I do in your house, and you think it is common for you to do in my house. For what you cannot permit me to lead, and you think it is easy for you to do in my own land. What makes you think as such? What makes you think is you having that supremacistic mind, and you're doing the same thing in Nigeria. You causing the same chaos in there. But let me tell you, you have every reason to fight for whatever belongs and possess you in your own land, which I do not have any issue with that. But when you come to another man's land, no matter what, even your own siblings, when you grow up and have individual's family, when you go to your brother's house, you have to respect your brother, wife, their rules and regulation, how they brought their children up. When you go to your own brother's compound, you have to ask permission before you can take something that belongs to your own brother. Because boundaries are there to be respected. And respect cannot be earned. It's reciprocal. And if you want somebody to return the same respect to you, you need to give them back those respects.